Iowa's capital city independent water utility, Des Moines Water Works, could be dismantled to give the metropolitan, outlying areas, and neighboring counties control if a new state bill becomes law.
Right now, you've got a water utility that provides to 500,000 people. 60% of those are outside of the Des Moines metro area. The end goal is to have a regional water authority where the ratepayers, their elected people, have a seat at the table.
Representative Jared Klein first introduced a regional control provision to an unsuccessful bill last year. Des Moines Water Works leadership say this year's attempt, House File 316, is an intrusion by state government into local oversight.
This is clearly a get-even bill that is trying to blow up our Board of Trustees and change who makes decisions about our litigation.
Waterworks awaits trial in June, having sued farm drainage districts in 3 counties upstream of its primary potable water resource over excess nitrates from agricultural production. The case could redefine clean water regulations for farmers nationwide, unless a shift in local control weakens their argument.
If anything, this legislation should remind people that we are not part of the city of Des Moines. We think the Des Moines City Council is far weaker in their resolution to deal with water quality issues and more inclined to compromise. So we think effectively this would kill our lawsuit.
The utility spent over $1 million last year operating one of the world's largest nitrate removal facilities. Waterworks officials have said the corrosive effect on aging infrastructure will cost at least $80 million to replace in the near future. But the state's proposal would have suburban ratepayers share in the expense. Proponents say the trade-off is equal representation.
You have a group of individuals appointed by the mayor that have no accountability to anybody else once they've been appointed.
Des Moines City Council member Christine Hensley also is a board member of the recently formed Iowa Partnership for Clean Water, which focuses on water quality education, collaboration, and conservation methods in contrast with Waterworks' legal methods. But after recent political sea change, local leaders have waded deeper into legal tides.
It appeared fairly obvious that there would be some legislation again this year, particularly after the election, and you now had a majority in both the House and the Senate. So yes, Des Moines was proactive.
Some opponents believe the bill stems from a false mandate, accusing farm lobbyists of pushing the effort. Groups like the Iowa Farm Bureau deny any involvement. Klein says he's joined by a bipartisan group of Iowa legislators who claim a conversation is long overdue, and lawmakers seek flexibility moving forward.
I have a timeline built into the bill that if this thing's falling apart a year from now, and I've got a couple of the outlying communities that come back and say, you know what, Representative, this isn't working. We need to go back. We can go back.
But costs and liability are currently a relative unknown. As the bill moves through the State House, some Central Iowans have vowed to dig in for a long campaign.
That's the deal they made with the legislature.
Kick us into the high weeds if you think you can, but the message of dirty water in this state and the role of agriculture in cleaning it up is not going to go away.
For Market to Market, I'm Josh Bittner.